I wake up at 7 o'clock every morning. I usually wake up before the alarm rings. I open my eyes, stretch my arms and legs, and get out of bed. I feel a little tired, but I remind myself that today is a new day and a chance to do something good. I walk to the bathroom, wash my face with cold water, and brush my teeth. After that, I look in the mirror and check my hair. Sometimes my hair is messy, so I brush it and make sure I look nice. Next, I go to the kitchen to make breakfast. I always eat something healthy because it helps me feel better and stay strong. I usually have some cheese, olives, and bread. Sometimes I eat eggs with tomatoes and a little salt. I drink a cup of tea to wake up, but if I'm feeling tired, I drink coffee instead. If I don't have much time in the morning, I eat cereal with milk quickly. I always eat my breakfast while listening to music or the news on the radio. It helps me feel relaxed and ready for the busy day ahead. After breakfast, I clean my plate and cups. I wash them carefully and put them in the drying rack. I feel happy when my kitchen is clean and tidy. It helps me start my day with a clear mind and feel organized. After I finish my breakfast, I get dressed in comfortable clothes. I put on my favorite shirt, which is blue, and my best pants. I check myself in the mirror to make sure everything looks good. I like to look neat and clean before I leave home. If it's cold outside, I wear my warm jacket. If it's sunny, I wear a light sweater. I always want to feel comfortable when I am out. At 8 o'clock, I leave home. I walk to the bus stop, which is just 5 minutes from my house. I enjoy walking in the morning because it wakes me up and gives me energy. The fresh air feels nice on my face and helps me feel good and ready for the day. Sometimes I see my neighbors walking their dogs, and we smile at each other. It's always a nice way to start the day. The bus arrives at 8:10. I get on the bus and look for a seat, but the bus is often crowded in the morning. There are many people who also need to go to work or school. Sometimes I stand, but I don't mind because the bus ride is not very long. I take out my headphones and listen to music. Music helps me relax and forget about the busy day ahead. Sometimes I think about the things I need to do at work, or I make a mental list of my tasks for the day. The bus ride takes about 30 minutes. I usually use this time to relax and prepare for the day. Sometimes I read a book, especially if I'm tired. Reading helps me wake up more and forget about the stress of the morning. Other times, I just enjoy the view from the bus window. I look at the streets, the trees, and the buildings as we drive through the city. I like to watch people walking or riding their bikes. I enjoy the little things, like seeing the birds flying or people smiling as they greet each other. When the bus reaches my stop, I get off and walk the short distance to my office. It's only a 5-minute walk, but it helps me clear my mind before I start working. I always feel ready to begin when I arrive at the office. Sometimes, I greet my colleagues with a smile or a friendly good morning. It's nice to have a warm greeting before a busy day at work. At 12:30, it's lunch break, and I feel happy because it's time to eat. I leave my office and walk to the cafeteria at work. The cafeteria is big and bright, with lots of tables where my colleagues sit. There are many different foods to choose from. I usually get a salad with chicken, which is healthy and tasty. Sometimes I like to eat a sandwich with cheese, lettuce, and tomatoes. The sandwich is filling and gives me energy for the rest of the day. I always drink a glass of water with my lunch because it helps me stay hydrated. If I want something sweet after my meal, I choose a piece of fruit, like an apple or an orange. It makes me feel good because it's natural and refreshing. If I'm really hungry, I might eat a yogurt or some nuts. I try to eat healthy food to feel better and have more energy at work. After I finish my lunch, I like to take a small walk outside. The fresh air helps me feel better and more awake. I enjoy walking for 5 or 10 minutes to clear my mind. Sometimes, I walk around the building, or I go to the park nearby. I look at the trees, and I listen to the birds. The sun is usually shining, and it's a nice break from sitting at my desk. During lunch, I meet my friends from work. We sit together at one of the tables and talk about our plans for the weekend. It's a nice break from work, and I always enjoy spending time with them. We talk about things we like to do, like going to the cinema or playing sports. Sometimes, we discuss new movies we've seen or books we are reading. We also share stories about our hobbies, like cooking, painting, or traveling. After lunch, I feel refreshed and ready to work again. I return to my desk with a clear mind and a happy heart. It's amazing how a good lunch and a little walk can help me feel so much better. At 5 o'clock, work is over, and I feel tired but happy because I had a good and productive day. I take the bus home, and since it's the evening, the bus is not crowded, so I'm lucky enough to get a seat. It's a quiet ride, and I can relax as I look out the window. Sometimes, I listen to music or think about what I will do when I get home. When I finally get home, I take off my shoes and change into comfortable clothes. I put on my favorite sweatpants and a soft t-shirt. I always feel better when I change into something more relaxing. I usually spend a few minutes sitting on the couch, closing my eyes, and just resting before I start doing anything else. It helps me relax after a long day at work. Sometimes, I watch TV to unwind. I like to watch comedy shows because they make me laugh and feel happy. I also enjoy watching documentaries because they teach me interesting things about the world. Sometimes, I watch nature documentaries, and other times, I watch shows about history or different cultures. They are always interesting and help me learn new things. After relaxing, I begin to prepare dinner. I enjoy cooking because it helps me feel creative, and I like to try new recipes. I usually take my time in the kitchen, chopping vegetables and mixing ingredients. I often make pasta with sauce, which is quick and easy. Sometimes, I cook rice with vegetables or stir-fry chicken with broccoli. Cooking is one of my favorite things to do after work. After eating dinner, I clean the kitchen and wash the dishes. I like to keep everything neat and tidy because it makes me feel organized. I wash the plates, glasses, and cutlery carefully, then dry them and put them back in the cupboard. Once the kitchen is clean, I feel good and ready to relax for the rest of the evening. After dinner and cleaning up the kitchen, I like to have some time for myself. This is my time to relax and do things I enjoy. Sometimes, I take a warm shower to help me feel clean and refreshed. The hot water relaxes my muscles, and it's a great way to unwind after a busy day. After my shower, I usually put on comfortable clothes and make a cup of tea. I like green tea because it helps me feel calm. Once I have my tea, I sit on the couch and either read a book or watch TV. I enjoy reading books about adventure, history, or personal growth. I find it relaxing to read before bed because it helps me forget about my day and prepares me for sleep. Sometimes, I watch a movie, especially if I feel like having a cozy night in. I like to watch movies with happy endings because they make me feel good. Around 9 o'clock, I usually start getting ready for bed. I turn off all the lights in the house and make sure everything is clean and tidy. I don't like to leave dishes or clothes around, so I quickly pick up anything left out. Before I go to bed, I write in my journal. I like to write down what happened during my day, things I'm grateful for, and what I want to do tomorrow. This helps me feel positive and focused. Finally, I go to bed around 10 o'clock. I always make sure my room is quiet and dark so I can sleep well. I close my eyes, take a deep breath, and think about the good things in my life. I feel thankful for everything, and soon I fall asleep, ready to wake up and start another day. Monday mornings are sometimes tough, but today feels different. I wake up feeling excited because I have a special project at work. I love working on new ideas and projects because they make me feel creative and motivated. After breakfast, I get dressed quickly, making sure I'm ready to give my best at work. When I get to the office, I can see that my colleagues are also working hard. We all sit at our desks, and the office is full of busy energy. But today, there's something special happening. My boss asks me to join a team for an important project. I feel happy and nervous at the same time because it's a big responsibility, but I'm also excited to show what I can do. We start the project by discussing ideas. My colleagues have great suggestions, and we work together to come up with a plan. We talk about how to organize the project and who will do which tasks. I'm in charge of the research part, which makes me feel confident. I know I can do it well because I've worked on similar projects before. During the week, we meet every day to discuss our progress. Sometimes, we have small challenges, but we always find solutions together. I enjoy working with my team because we support each other. It's a great feeling to be part of something important. We also take breaks together and chat about our weekend plans or new things we've learned. It makes the workday more enjoyable. By the end of the week, our project is almost ready. We have worked hard, and now it's time to present our results to the rest of the company. I feel proud of the work we've done, and I know that this experience will help me grow even more in my career. Saturday is one of my favorite days of the week because it's time for the football match. I've always loved playing football since I was a kid, and now I play with my friends every Saturday afternoon. We usually meet at the park around 3 p.m. The weather is often sunny, and the park is full of people walking, jogging, and playing sports. I quickly get dressed in my football kit, grab my shoes, and head to the park. When I arrive, my friends are already there, warming up. We say hello and start talking about how we're going to play today. We decide to split into 2 teams, and everyone picks their position. I usually play as a forward because I love scoring goals. It's always fun, but also a good way to exercise. The match starts, and we play for about an hour. Sometimes it's easy to score, but other times it's difficult because the other team is really good. Everyone runs a lot, and we laugh when we miss a goal or make a funny mistake. During the break, we sit down on the grass, drink some water, and talk about the game. It's a great time to relax and catch up with each other. After the match, we always shake hands and congratulate each other. Even if we lose, it's fun because we play just for the joy of it. We take some pictures together to remember the game, and then we head to a nearby cafe to have a snack. We usually order sandwiches or ice cream and talk about our plans for the next match. I love these moments with my friends because they make me feel happy and connected. By the time I get home, I'm tired but in a good way. I feel proud of myself for playing hard, and I'm already looking forward to next Saturday's match. Sundays are my special day to relax and recharge for the week ahead. I usually don't have any plans on Sundays, which gives me time to do whatever I feel like. I wake up at a comfortable time, around 8 a.m. I don't need to rush, so I stay in bed for a few extra minutes and enjoy the peace of the morning. I open the window, and the fresh air fills the room. It's a nice way to start the day. After waking up, I go to the kitchen to make a light breakfast. I have some fruit, yogurt, and toast with butter. Sometimes, I drink coffee, but today I feel like having tea. I enjoy taking my time to eat and drink slowly, without thinking about work or anything stressful. After breakfast, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen. I like to keep my home tidy because it makes me feel relaxed. The rest of the day is mine to enjoy. Sometimes I go for a walk in the park, especially if the weather is nice. I like to walk alone because it gives me time to think and reflect. The quiet time helps me clear my mind and relax. Other times, I meet my friends for a coffee or we go to the cinema to watch a movie. On Sundays, we like to watch funny movies because they make us laugh and forget about the busy week. I also enjoy reading on Sundays. I have a few books that I've been meaning to finish, so I take some time to read a chapter or two. Reading helps me relax and escape into a different world for a while. After spending some time with a book, I usually prepare a simple lunch. I like to make a salad or a sandwich, something light but tasty. I end the afternoon. I like to take a short nap or simply rest. I don't do anything too tiring on Sundays because I want to save my energy for the upcoming week. I also take some time to plan for the week ahead. I think about the tasks I need to do, meetings I have, and any goals I want to achieve. This helps me feel organized and ready for the days to come. By the time the evening arrives, I feel calm and ready to face the new week. I make a small dinner, usually something easy like pasta or a salad. After dinner, I watch a little TV, and then I get ready for bed. I go to sleep feeling thankful for the relaxing day and ready to wake up fresh and motivated for Monday. One of the things I've learned over the years is how important it is to have a positive mindset. Every morning when I wake up, I remind myself that I can achieve anything if I believe in myself. This positive thinking helps me face challenges at work, in my personal life, and even in my relationships. I know that every day is an opportunity to learn something new and become better. Sometimes, life can be difficult, and there are moments when I feel discouraged or tired. On those days, I try to focus on the small things that make me happy. I remind myself of the things I've already achieved and how far I've come. For example, I think about how I completed a big project at work or how I learned a new skill. These small victories help me feel motivated and ready to tackle the next challenge. I also try to set realistic goals for myself. I don't expect everything to be perfect, but I do my best every day. I set goals for work, health, and personal growth. For example, one of my goals is to exercise 3 times a week to stay healthy. Another goal is to read at least 1 book a month to keep learning. These goals keep me focused and help me stay on track. Whenever I face a challenge, I remind myself that mistakes are a part of life. Instead of being upset when something doesn't go as planned, I see it as a chance to learn. I ask myself, what can I do better next time? This mindset has helped me grow, and it's made me more resilient. I also like to spend time with people who inspire me. I have a few friends who are always positive and supportive. When we meet, we talk about our goals, share ideas, and motivate each other. Their energy and encouragement make me feel like I can do anything. At the end of the day, I think about what I've learned and what I'm grateful for. Gratitude is a powerful tool for staying positive. I'm thankful for my family, my friends, and the opportunities one have in life. I know that tomorrow will be another chance to grow and make progress. Looking back, university was one of the best times of my life. It was where I met my wife, and it's where I learned so much about myself and the world. I remember the first day I stepped into the university, feeling nervous but excited at the same time. The campus was huge, and I had no idea where my classes were. I walked around for a while, trying to figure everything out, but eventually, I met some friendly people who helped me find my way. One of the funniest memories I have is from my first semester. I was sitting in a big lecture hall, trying to concentrate on the professor. Suddenly, I felt a loud noise behind me. I turned around, and my friend, Tom, had dropped all of his books on the floor. It was so loud that everyone in the room turned to look. Tom's face turned bright red, but we all laughed, and the mood in the room became much lighter. It was one of those moments when you realize that everyone is a little nervous, and it's okay to make mistakes, but university wasn't just about fun moments. It was also hard work. I spent a lot of time studying, doing assignments, and preparing for exams. Some nights, I stayed up late, working on projects with my friends. We would meet in the library or at a cafe, and would study together, helping each other with difficult topics. Those nights were tough, but they also created memories that I will always cherish. One of the best parts of university was meeting my wife. We met in a literature class. At first, I thought she was just another student in the class, but as we started talking about the book we were reading, I realized we had a lot in common. We both loved reading, and we enjoyed discussing ideas. We started studying together, and soon we became good friends. It wasn't long before we started dating, and from there, our relationship grew stronger every day. We had some funny moments during university. One time, we went on a road trip with some friends to a nearby city. On the way, we got lost and ended up driving in circles for hours. Everyone was tired and hungry, but we laughed the whole time. In the end, we found our way and had an amazing time exploring the city. That trip was a reminder that sometimes, the best memories come from unexpected situations. The last memory I'll never forget was the day we graduated. I remember walking across the stage to receive my diploma. It felt like such an accomplishment, and I was proud of myself and everyone else who had worked so hard to get there. But the best part was looking out into the crowd and seeing my wife cheering for me. I knew then that we had a bright future ahead of us.